Hey y'all, me and Carson are here. Say hey, Carson.
Turn right onto West 4th Street, then turn left onto Scenic Drive.
All right, y'all. So I wanted to come on while I'm running an errand, running tons of errands today, right? If you are in business, big tip.
Turn left onto South Forest Street.
Why? No, we can just go straight. Big business tip before I get started. If you are an entrepreneur,
At the stop sign, turn right onto South Block Street.
and you're always consumed, always busy, always going, so much stuff is going on, and you find yourself overwhelmed, make sure that you book out administrative days, right? That's a day where you take care of all your administrative
At the stop
stuff.
sign, turn right
Errands you
onto
gotta
Southwestern
run,
Avenue.
calls you gotta make, all that stuff, okay? So I wanted to hop on here real quick and talk about the power of God, y'all. Like, God is so amazing. And the prayer that a lot of people have never heard me pray. Okay, so I'm gonna try to be brief. But here's the thing.
In 1.3 miles, turn right onto Leander Road.
A lot of times we discredit ideas or things that are put in our hand because they may not come packaged the way you think, the way you want it, right? And that can be in relationships, that can be in business, that can be in a source of I need help, and the help comes in a different way, shape, or form. You thought you needed to go find some big time multimillionaire to support you, and it might be a next door neighbor in a conversation over you cutting your grass that changed your life, right? But I want y'all to really start being open to how God can move. And here's why. So y'all know I've been going ham on the hubby's business, right? And I told y'all, I gave y'all a fair warning. If you don't like it, bye-bye, go bye-bye, right? Because I'm going ham to promote and get him out there. But here's the thing. I remember when this business was first presented to me, I underestimated, because I was like, cookies, like, I downplayed it. Yeah, I never knew that cookie can create so much. And here's why. It's created so much communication with other people that we haven't talked to in a while. It's created community. It's created connection. You know, I am just leaving. I had to drop a delivery off this morning to somebody I haven't seen in 10 years. I didn't even know they saw my post. And when they placed the order, they was like, you know who this is, right? And I saw the name and I was like, I thought that was the person, but I didn't know, right? Because you just don't know. And so, long story short, you know, we had a chance to talk briefly and reconnect today. And they have kids, we got kids, and it was just like community. It was like, oh my God, we got kids the same age. Our kids can get together. We're planning like a family and friends day. So if you are in the Austin, Round Rock area, y'all, I'm going to be giving y'all a heads up. We're going to do a family and friends picnic event. And it's going to be all out, like Chloe. Okay, so I posted yesterday that yesterday Chloe was like, Ma, is anybody having a cookout, right? She loves, in LA, we're from Los Angeles, right, y'all? LA folks are big on cookouts and picnics. That's all we do, right? Come to the house, go to the park, go wherever. We're always out together. We'll meet up at the beach, whatever. Like growing up, we always had a house full of people. And so because our family moved around so much, we didn't get a chance to really build up community in a lot of the places where we live because we were there for a brief time, right? Or we tried and people just didn't accept us, right? We lived a lot of places where people just downplayed us and gave us the cold shoulder. And my kids got rejected a lot and all that stuff. So there's a couple of places where we had it, and Austin is one of them. Austin and Orlando are places where we got huge community. In Atlanta, we got big community, right? But we lived in Memphis the last couple of years. Nobody comes knocking on your door. We're not being invited to events. There's nothing going on in our life. So when we would go home, Chloe, like the kids will be around the family and they would see all these people coming in and out of the house, all the family members, and the chaos, the noise, the kids, the movement, you know, people come and eat, we cook meals. It was like their introduction to what life around family was. And they were like, we like this. And so they started craving it. Like wherever we would move, they would be like, Mommy, can people come over? Can we have a cookout? So Austin was one of the last places where we felt that. And we moved away from Austin in 2016. And, you know, we just came back last year. So what, 4 or 5 years when we were gone, and the pandemic was happening. So here's the point. This cookie business is opening us back up to community and connection. It has been, I told somebody, I said, here's a prayer that I've been praying for probably about, I've probably been praying this prayer for about 6 years. But I've been praying and asking God to get me from behind the computer. Y'all know I build businesses on the internet, right? So, and I'm good at it. It makes a lot of money, you know. It's what I do all day and night. Yeah, you know, a lot of people don't know, but I run a consulting company. I have a digital marketing agency where we help people monetize their businesses. And, you know, we do a lot of really cool stuff, work with some really cool brands, some people y'all probably follow. So I'm a consultant to a lot of people behind the scenes. And I don't know why I never talk about it publicly. It just never was time for it, right? But I've been craving community and craving this social thing. And I know that God has called me to be connected to people. And we looked yesterday, we did the whole outing yesterday for the vending. And I was just talking to somebody. I said, you know, who knew that cookies would open up a door for connection and community and support and all these amazing doors that are opening. And a lot of times, y'all, you know, we don't even know what we need. Like, you have no idea you're craving community or socialization. You have no idea that a conversation with somebody can heal you in a certain way. You have no idea that you delivering cookies. I tell people, you know, these cookies may not be the greatest cookies in the world. Or are they like the most magnificent cookie in the whole wide world? I don't know. I can't sit here and compare. What I can tell you is we put love in a box. My husband gives his all. He will do whatever he can to fix, create, you know, but I tell people this is our love in a box, because if we can send you something, to just send you a warm hug in the mail, right? And get these cookies to make you feel like some kind of warmth being extended from us here in Texas. That's like the mission, right? So we're on the brink of like designing our packaging. Rotate phone. Okay, y'all, the phone's getting hot. But it's probably, you know, like my thing is to really begin to send love in a box to people. Like, I love writing these handwritten notes, and I love, you know, having a connection and hearing back from people, and the ability to really just hear from folks, especially after the pandemic, right? Especially after the pandemic. So I want to share with you guys, don't underestimate how God can move in your life. Right? You know, many of us look at things with a prejudgment. God might give us ideas. He might show us new ways to do things. He might give us some, you know, and I tell people, I feel like our lives are like a scavenger hunt. God will give you one clue, right? He gave us a clue, one little clue, you know, we worked on a name, then we worked on a cookbook, then we just took a picture and we posted. I just heard post the picture and I posted it, and here we are 3 weeks later, and you know, 250 sales, and just an amazing 3 weeks of connection and opportunities, and I mean, just some beautiful things are happening. It's like you gotta learn to trust that God is often in the midst of those small little steps that He's telling you to take, even if you don't know where they're leading, even if it doesn't make sense, right? Even if you're intimidated. I had somebody inbox me yesterday, and she was like, Nicole, I just want to thank you for what you are doing and for sharing what you're sharing. She said, because people have been asking me to do shipments for years. She bakes, and she's really good. She goes to all these different restaurants. She's a food critic. She's an amazing. She's very familiar with, you know, good food, right? And she always makes these really cool
you entered the parking lot for your
things.
Destination.
So she said that she had been intimidated, worried about, well, what if the packaging isn't right? And what if this? She said for years, people have been like, I'll pay you. Like, can you ship it to me? And she's allowed her fears to hold her back from taking action on that thing. And so the reason why I share, and I'm super transparent, y'all, is because I want to encourage you guys to take it. Go take that next step. Go for it, right? Are you going to be afraid? Is it nerve-wracking? You know, are you nervous about making a mistake? Yeah, we all are, right? But the thing is listen, you will make mistakes. Things will not always go as planned. You will have challenges. This is just a part of it, but big deal. The goal is to take the step, because it's not about perfection. It's about progression, right? It's about taking that step to get to where you want to go. And so I just want to encourage you guys. Like I prayed, y'all, for the last 6 years, 7 years, God, get me from behind this computer. Because I know that my mission and ministry is people. Like, I know I'm called to really connect with folks and do things with people. But because I'm an internet, you know, consultant and marketer, the majority of my life is online, and I'm often hidden behind a computer. I'm not leaving the house. I'm not going out. I'm not really talking to people. I'm building systems. I'm building funnels. I'm building courses. I'm building programs. You know, I might interact with my clients, my consulting clients, or if you're in a coaching program, but I haven't really been accessible in a way where I know outside of work I'm supposed to be. And so what has happened as a result of this is open doors for me to get from behind that computer. And not only that, but to give my children access to community that they need, right? Give my children an opportunity to start really getting out and syncing with where we live and, you know, being connected to our neighborhood and our community. And it's so funny because the people who are our clients, especially locally, I started, and this is a big tip for anybody in business. And if you have any products or services, we about to go. My baby hungry. He is like, Ma, cut it. Let's go. We got a whole box of deliveries and stuff back there. We got to go ship. But here's the thing. It's like we posted. So if you have a community Facebook group, if you live in like a subdivision, wherever you are, find it. Even if it's just like a citywide thing or whatever, and connect with your neighbors, right? I build businesses on the internet, but we forget that the people who you talking to are the same people who are on the internet. Get back connected to people in real life. I started promoting our business in our neighborhood, into our neighborhood Facebook group, and I started delivering like free samples and stuff like that to get to meet my neighbors. And then they had like, you know, girl nights out or meet for happy hour or whatever. And I started saying, I'm gonna go. And y'all, it's like a family is building in our neighborhood. That is so rare, right? So now I got a fitness trainer who was one of my clients. Our kids go to school together. Now they're hanging out, right? But it's just like so many open doors. A lot of my clients in the neighborhood are becoming friends and they're building businesses, and I'm coaching them. I'm like, okay, come to the house. Everybody who, you know, we have a lot of people who are building their online stores in my neighborhood. So I'm going to put together where they can come to the house. Hubby will cook. We can get together and I'll show them how to set some things up. But it's like, y'all, don't underestimate how God can move in the one simple step that he asks you to take. And everything is not always just money driven. I had a conversation with the friend that I met with today that we hadn't talked in 10 years. And he was like, what are you up to now? What are you doing or whatever? And we were talking about different businesses that we've done over the years. And I said, you know what? At the end of the day, I've learned that you can make money doing anything. Like y'all pretty much proven to myself, I can make money whether I'm selling socks, oranges, ices, have an ice cream truck, selling donuts, or selling courses. Like money is everywhere. The question is, how do you want to live, right? What do you want to be doing that will allow you to live the way you want to live? It's not about just making money, because if I am married to something that is consuming every ounce of my time and not giving me the freedom that I need to really operate in my gifting, and it's just always consuming me, and I feel like I'm married to that thing, and it's to the point that it's detrimental to my family, to my health, to this, that, and the other, it ain't worth it for me, right? There's businesses that I've been in where those people want you locked, key and chain, doing everything that they want you to do to benefit the company. It has nothing to do with your well-being. It has everything to do with you producing for them. I don't want that, right? So I've told him, I said, it's about how do you want to live? Do you want freedom to be able to be with your family? Do you want the opportunity to, you know, just have your days to yourself? Like you can pick and choose your schedule. You can figure out how you want to work and you create it. But the goal is to do what makes you happy and what brings you joy. Set yourself up in a way that is true to who you are. Don't get caught up on stuff that just got good titles. I talked to y'all about that last week when I said that I was chasing all these titles, and I realized like all that stuff is great, but God will take what you have in your hand and turn that into your, you know, your supernatural miracle, right? So I just want to encourage y'all, like whatever it is that, and I always believe that every single one of us get these unctions in our spirit. You see it, you hear it, you have this vision, you know where you're supposed to go, you understand like that this thing is in front of you and it's talking to you. It's like, hey, pursue this. I want to encourage y'all to pursue it, because you never know what's on the other side of that step. And like I said, y'all, don't just let money be the only encouraging factor for your decisions. I would have never, if I had a choice, I would have never, ever had on my roster a cookie business for a business model. Ever. Never, ever. Not even the food business, not even the restaurant industry, none of that. My family are all cooks and amazing cooks at that. And we've talked about food trucks, but my husband was a GM over restaurants. And I know what goes along with the workload of a restaurant. I would have never chosen but it has been one of the biggest blessings to do what we're doing right now for where we are in this stage of life and who it can impact. And so I'm not resistant to any of it. I'm like, God, however you want to package it up and give it to us, we're going to receive it. But it has gotten me from behind a computer. It has connected us with our community and our neighborhood. It's opened doors for a lot of you guys to just prove, like, and now I say you have to prove anything, but when I talk about we got a squad of support, y'all, my squad is tight. I love my squad. I want to do like an event for all of y'all amazing supporters. I'm like, we got to do something, because this has been a beautiful thing to have so many people on social media have your back to the point that you guys have had our back. You don't understand how every email, every text message, every DM, you know, every response, you know, to the all the testimonials. Karen just posted hers, right? To when you guys get your boxes, and even feedback. People inbox me and be like, oh, my cookies were hard when they got here, or I think this needs to be tweaked. Even the feedback is a blessing. I had somebody, you know, get the ebook and he was like, oh, you got to correct this. You know, he sent me some corrections. I needed that because I would have missed it. And the reality is most people will talk bad about you before they come back and give you feedback to help you win. So we have had an army and entourage of people helping us win, and I am so grateful for that. But I want you to have the same thing. And I want to tell you, when you honor what God is showing you and giving you, putting in your hand for you to do, y'all, God will send the right people to help elevate you in that thing, to remind you that he got your back. So make sure, y'all, you take the next step, whatever it is. I just left, we just left the courthouse. My son went with me and we got this paperwork that said filed and recorded. And I was like, oh, we getting legit around here, right? We just built our Facebook business page. Yeah, I've been doing this stuff for years for clients, and I've been doing it for myself. And it just never felt so exciting for all these little small steps, because I can see something different with what we're doing here than any other business I've ever built. So anyway, just want to encourage y'all on that. My honey bunny is hungry. Say, hey, babe. He's not feeling good today. His allergies are attacking, making it hard. These allergies is pollen. It's cray out here. So he's been so patient running errands with me today, and we're gonna go get something to eat. So he said bye, everybody.
Bye.
He's been so patient. Usually he'd be like, Ma, can we go? Ma, can you stop? Ma. So, all right, y'all. Thank you. I love you. I hope this helps you. Share this if this helps somebody. Some of you guys are asking what's the website. It's thesmokingskillet.com. Place your orders. Y'all will get them out. We got a whole bunch of boxes back there now that we're shipping out from orders that have come in. And we got some stuff coming up, y'all. We got some co-cooking classes. We're going to start launching a co-cooking class where hubby is going to start walking through the cookbook and showing y'all how he demonstrates how he actually makes these meals. What brands of products do we use? You know, how to learn how to taste test your food and start getting familiar with textures and things like that. So he's going to be doing classes on that. And then we also have just some other stuff, y'all. We're going to be working on some seasonings too. Bam. So y'all be on the lookout. So a lot of great things happening. Thank you guys so much for your support. If you want some cookies, though, go on over to the Smoking Skillet and we'll talk soon. All right, y'all, gotta go. Bye, y'all.
Bye.